Oh, I am nowhere near a Pokemon Center. Where the fuck am I? Oh no, I'm in danger.
Hi everyone, we're the Emperor Smile Podcast, here to brighten your day. This is Amy, aka Wi-Fi Daily.
This is Cali, aka dailyjiangcheng. I can delete the image, I'm sorry. I keep staring at it.
You should put it in the video later.
I will.
For context. And this is Ruki, aka Bluetooth Daily.
We're not going with that.
Yes, we are. We are now.
We should. We gotta.
We gotta.
Why? We're actually going with that. I fucking hate you guys.
Do you want to redo it? I'm probably gonna use that anyways.
No. You're just saying, hey, let's make me feel better, you bitch.
It's the 10th episode. Should we stop saying, like, this is Wi-Fi Daily and stuff? Or
I don't know.
when do we stop? It's already been, what, 2.5 months? 3?
I mean, we can start introducing ourselves as something else. Like,
Hi, I'm Amy, your local menace.
I'm LGBT Luigi Capping.
Okay, never mind. We're sticking with the Wi-Fi Daily, dailyjiangcheng and everything.
You almost said Dongchong.
We're not gonna get anywhere with this podcast. Callie, anytime you're ready.
I'll stop. I'm done. All right. I'm not starting the topic. I forgot. I'm the topic person.
That's what I said. When you're ready.
I was wondering why it was quiet. I forgot my job. Okay. Stop!
Sorry.
Am I the only calm one?
Yeah, apparently. Okay. So, today's topic is that someone had asked, some of us have literally grown up in fandom spaces. Now, as we become the older generation in these spaces, we share them with younger fans. Some of us not used to this sort of thing. Do you have any advice for healthy coexisting, like with stuff like MDZS that does contain not safe for work, for example?
Especially with Chenqingling, the release of the live drama, there was a lot more younger audiences who came to the Modazushi fandom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a bad thing, in my opinion. For me, it's like, we're all kind of people here. And, I mean, they're not really even supposed to be in the Modazushi fandom, since it is an R18 work. But, you know, it's going to happen regardless. I know plenty of younger people who are into Modazushi. But it's a matter of treating them with respect, too. And, like, not just shunning them, I guess. Because they're people as well. And it can feel pretty alienating for them.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me to coexist with younger people now, because I was the younger person before, I wouldn't talk about not safe for work with them, no matter what the case. Even if they constantly reassure you, oh no, I've heard it all, you know, like I'm fine, I know what everything is, you know, you can talk about not safe for work for me. No, I'm not going to talk about not safe for work for you, because for one, I'm an adult, and for some extent, I have to set an example, and I'm not about to start talking about adult related things to a minor. Like, no offense, I understand that you may know this kind of stuff, and I don't know what you do in your personal time, but I'm not about to start talking about it with you.
Plus, it might be a little bit illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some people that can like pull up receipts on you, like you talking about not safe work to a minor, and there were people like that, and that's why I don't like talking about it at all. Like, and it also just makes me incredibly uncomfortable because I just don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah,
That's valid.
I don't need a reason. You're a minor. I'm an adult. Like, we can talk about other stuff. Like, we can talk about the storyline. We can talk about the characters. We can go over like theories or whatever. I don't care. We can talk about whatever as long as it doesn't involve adult related content. Again, you can say that you do whatever in your spare time. I don't want to know it. I don't want to hear it. We're not going to talk about it. That's the only way that I'm able to coexist with people that are younger than me. And if they try to start that thing, I immediately shut that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I set a line. And most people that are friends with me that are younger than me usually respect that line.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you just have to set a barrier. Like, you can talk about anything with the younger people. You can talk about whatever. As long
Younger
as you just...
generation.
Yeah, younger generation.
Well, they are, though. They are.
They are the younger generation.
Yeah, they are younger generations. I'm technically not wrong. I'm still a little worked up. I'm sorry.
You weren't wrong. It's just that using that term really makes it like apparent that we're old.
Yeah, we're old.
The Anon asked about generational gaps, so
That's true.
Yeah, basically just my advice, set a strict line. Don't talk about not safe for work or adult related content at all, even if they say they're okay with it. Because whatever they do in their personal time is their business, not yours.
Yep.
We as adults are responsible for catering our own sort of environment, as younger people are also responsible for catering their own environment. And with that, sometimes adults will just like not interact with minors, and that's also a way to kind of coexist.
Yeah.
Just staying in your own lane. But if, say, you're like me and run a positivity blog and you intend to be available for everyone, there's a certain amount of not necessarily catering your content that you have to do or that you can choose to do, but there's a sort of boundaries that you have to set in order to make sure that your content and your presence can be a safe place for younger people. I feel like, personally, I feel like it's pretty important to be kind to younger people, especially since, those are their formative years. And
yeah,
I sound so old when I say that, but you can get so easily influenced when you're like a teenager on the internet and you're hanging out with a bunch of adults. It's pretty important to be nice to them, I think.
Yeah,
you should still respect them because, like, honestly, like, consider yourself when you were that age. So, yep, I don't have much else to say that you guys didn't already cover. Like, setting the strict line and stuff, like, that's basically how I do it. So
basically just be kind to your younger peers, but also like set a line. Don't let them kind of do whatever, or else they'll grow up to be rowdy children as adults, and that's not fun.
Watch out for your younger peers and stuff, especially if you do consider them your friends. It's a different experience watching them grow up instead of growing up by them.
Be kind to them, set a line, and remember, they're still children. They're still growing up. They're still going through it, like how you went through it. You just gotta kind of be careful with them.
Yeah, let's change the topic to the audience questions, the Modazushi talk. I'm gonna say right now, we spent like 40 minutes before the episode planning our answers for this one, for the second question, and we didn't even talk a little bit about the first one. Let's get the first one out of the way then. Ooh, are you okay?
yes.
Pop the Esper image. Anytime anyone squeaks on this episode, the Esper image needs to show up.
The first question, other than bunnies for Wangxian, could you assign animals to the Modazushi characters? I don't know if you guys have some favorites that you want to just assign animals to. We mentioned before the podcast that we thought Lan Xichen would be like perfect as a deer.
Yeah. I would imagine Jiangcheng as a cat. Actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He seems very cat-like.
Even though he loves dogs, he acts more like a cat, so...
Like, he's probably one of those cats that can coexist with dogs,
Yeah. He's also that cat who will just knock over your glass of water onto the floor.
Yeah.
He would.
He'll treat dogs like babies and then just knock all your shit off the shelf.
Instead of smashing the teacup in an act of, like, dominance, he would just shove that glass of water off the table.
I'm just imagining Wei Wuxian having Jiangcheng, and Jiangcheng cat looks him right in the eye and then knocks the teacup off the table.
He would, though. That's the thing.
And Wei Wuxian human is still intimidated.
Listen, it's a cat and it's got claws. I would be intimidated.
What about Shijie?
Shijie would be... I feel like she would be like some sort of like small bird.
Ooh.
Is that just me? I don't know.
A chinchilla.
A chinchilla is a small bird.
Yeah, indeed.
I wasn't saying chinchilla was a...
No, but for real though, chinchilla does fit. I was gonna mention Nian Mingjue as a grizzly bear.
Ooh, that's good.
And Jin Wangyao as either a fox.
The motherfucker would be a hamster.
Oh, Oh, hamster too.
No, I think Fox actually fits him in terms of character.
Yeah.
It's funnier when he's a hamster.
I like the depictions of him as a hamster. What if he was a fennec fox? He's just the tiniest, fluffiest little thing.
Tiny fox.
He's just like, I'm baby. I can't do harm.
Beep. Can I throw up this one?
Yeah.
Nie Huaisang as a koala.
Yes.
He clingy.
But he can also plot murder.
Wenqing and Wenning.
Wenning would be a sparrow.
Oh, that's good. I only heard when you were going to say that, and so I thought you were going to say squirrel, and I was going to say yeah.
A squirrel or a sparrow. One or the other.
Very small. Sparrow is good.
Wait, wouldn't Jingguang Yao be a rat?
No, that's Susha.
Yeah, that's Susha. He's a sewer rat.
Disgusting. That's so gross. That's so gross. I'm disgusted. No, Wen Xiao would be a fucking sewer rat. They'd both be sewer rats. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's true.
No, Wen Xiao would be a naked mole rat.
Hey, don't disrespect this naked mole rats. They're just living their best lives.
Despite Wei Wuxian being afraid of dogs, I kind of picture Wenqing and Wenning as dogs. For Wenqing, it's just like I'm thinking of therapy dogs.
Oh.
And so that's why I think of that in particular. That or like a porcupine just because of her needles. A little hedgehog. A porcupine and a hedgehog for Wenqing and Wendy.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, it fits.
Gotta go fast. If anyone draws Wenning as a Sonic Sona, I am going to die.
Well, I didn't think of that until you said it.
You said hedgehog.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen now.
The only reason it clicked in my head was because I remember seeing Sonic X on Netflix, and I'm like, huh.
It's on Netflix now?
Yeah.
I was gonna mention someone, but I don't.
Who else?
We haven't talked about Long 1G, you dumb bitches.
Well, they said beside Wang Shen.
Oh, you're right. They both be bunnies, yeah.
How about the junior trio?
Oh.
Sejui would probably also be a bunny.
Or something fluffy.
Something fluffy. I feel like Jingyi would be the chinchilla, right?
Chinchilla.
He just freaks out a little bit, rolls around in dust. Chinchillas are so cute, dude.
They are.
How about Jinling, though? What did we say Zhang Yanli was earlier?
A chinchilla.
A chinchilla, yeah. Or a bird of some sort.
Like a swallow or something.
I feel like she would be like a crane. Something elegant.
Oh.
Jinling is a goose.
Jinling's a goose. Which he gets entirely from his dad, Jin Zishuan, the goose.
Well, Zishuan is a peacock, though.
Jin Sichuan is a peacock. How did they fucking birth a goose? How do you get a fucking what was John Lenley? Fucking a crane and a fucking peacock. How does that birth a goose?
You know, don't ask questions.
I mean, it fits because Jinling goes weh a lot, and it could be just hot.
He does. That is true.
He gets it from his uncle.
Who else is there? Is there someone we're missing?
We can talk about Yi City.
What's the blind mole for Qing?
Qing? Hey, Xiao Xingchen?
What?
Capybara.
He's so
Shui Yang as some sort of snake or some sort of reptile.
He's a raccoon.
Raccoon, yes.
No, he's a possum.
Oh my God,
No, raccoon.
No, he's a possum now. Double vote for possum. It's law. He's a possum.
I'm trying to think what Qing would be.
Wait. Hang on.
Fear.
I need to look for it.
God.
Zhu Yang Wen Xiao Xin Chen.
I feel like Qing could also just be like a feisty kitten, honestly.
Yeah, a kitten.
Small and soft, but also can be.
For some reason, I kind of thought of Qing as like an owl, just because.
Ooh, motherfucker.
She's a smart cookie. And also, she spends a lot of time, like, observing.
Oh.
Despite, like, pretending to be blind. So, some sort of owl.
Yeah.
She'd be one of those, like, super tiny ones.
Or a praying mantis, because she's gonna kick your ass. How about Songlan?
Something quiet.
I kind of picture... I know I said capybara earlier for Xiaoxingchen, but I kind of picture Xiaoxingchen as a Arctic fox, while Songlan is like just a completely black fox.
Ooh.
Because I like that imagery. And then they have their possum son and an owl.
Their possum.
Songlan as a black fox or as a wolf?
Ooh,
yeah,
a wolf.
Because I feel like wolf actually fits his personality more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a wolf. Lone wolf kind of dealio, huh?
Carrying the remainders of his pack.
Okay, the next question. Anon asked, Wei Wuxian, Lan Wenji, and Zhang Chang, Pokemon trainers, what are their Pokemon teams, roles, trainer types in the Pokemon universe? And as an addendum, because the Pokemon Direct just came out with the revamped version of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon coming out, what would they be if they turned into a Pokemon? This is kind of a transformation episode for y'all.
Oh wait, fuck. I didn't know we had to think of Pokemon trainer types and shit.
Didn't we discuss that? I wrote yours down as psychic, but...
Oh.
Your Pokemon trainer type, Zhang Chang? Just dogs.
I didn't realize that roles were also in the question.
I also didn't realize that because I don't have reading comprehension, so we can just talk about their Pokemon teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll tell you the Pokemon they have, and you can just take the information as you will.
Yeah, so we kind of had fun, like, picking out a bunch of Pokemon that would either be on their team or, like, their friends, just, like, Pokemon that they get to know. I figured that Wei Wuxian was the type, much like myself when I play Pokemon, just to catch anything and make it his team, based on almost aesthetics, or just, like, if it was, like, the Pokemon anime, he would go and make friends with a bunch of random Pokemon, and so he would, like, have a random Blossom or something. But the ones I had listed out that I thought fit with Wei Wuxian for his team, like his battle team, I had Noivern, Corviknight, Scorbunny, Umbreon, Beware, and Phanthump. So kind of a dark and ghost team, and Scorbunny. And Noivern. I guess Noivern isn't a dark type, it's just a dragon flying.
Esper, Lucario, Lilligant, and Jolteon for what he might potentially have on a team. And then for some that he would have as a friend, he would have Emolga, Luxio. That's how you say it, right? A Cottony, and because they're friends. And did you say what Pokemon Wei Wuxian would turn it into?
Oh, no. I just said his team for now.
Okay, yeah, then that would be his team, I guess.
How about Lan Wenji's team?
Probably Primarina, Altaria, Frostlass, Dragonair, Alolan Ninetales, and Espeon for his team.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun trying to figure out what would be on the teams. For Wei Wuxian, I picked out all the crow Pokemon for him, so Corviknight, of course, because those things look awesome. But also, he might have a Murkrow as, like, a friend, just, like, on his shoulder. I also figured that he would have, like, a Swablu because it reminds him of Lanjan. And, like, he would be the asshole who just has a Mr. Mime, just for no reason. And a Ninetales, the original fire type, to kind of match with Lan Wenji. And a Mimikyu, just because I like Mimikyu a lot.
Mimikyu's good.
Oh, he would also definitely have a Jigglypuff, because music.
The Pokemon that G would also have, but just not necessarily on his team. So Meloetta, Milotic, Minccino, just that one was more like just cause it's like small and adorable. And then a shiny Sylveon for the colors, and also because of the ribbons, because they only wrap the ribbons around people that they like and are like friends with, so then it matches with the whole forehead ribbon thing. So I also mentioned like other water Pokemon before, like Lapras and stuff, but I don't think they would actually like end up on a team or anything. They just might be Pokemon that he just has in his storage or something.
I'm not sure who exactly Jiangcheng would specifically have on his team, but I know for a fact he would have a team specifically for Pokemon battles that he would love, of course. But like he would catch just a lot of Pokemon that I would think he finds cute, and just like comes up with a reason that no, it's not because they're cute, they have a specific purpose. But no, he just likes to play with them in Pokemon Refresh and fucking feed them and pet them.
It's so cute.
His favorite types to catch are psychic, ghost, and fairy.
And dogs.
And dogs.
Dogs.
Well, some dogs go under those categories.
That's true.
So I'm just saying the type. I'm not saying any specific Pokemon.
Type dog.
Type dog.
Longwanji has water, ice, and fairy, I think, for the most part. Oh, and psychic.
Dark and ghost here, baby. I also was thinking that Wei Wuxian definitely gave Lanwenji a Plusle and a Minun pair, just because they're the little electric bunnies that reflect their personality so much. And
they're mice.
They look like bunnies. It seems like something Wei Wuxian would do, like the equivalent of him giving Lanwenji those bunnies in the story. He would give him a Plusle and Minun pair. Don't separate them. Here you go. Have both of them.
Yeah. We talked about Imoga on Jiangcheng. Not in the sense that he would catch it, but in the sense that it just kind of followed him around and refused to leave, and it reminded him of Wei Wuxian. So like he like reluctantly let it be its friend.
I feel like Jiangcheng has a bunch of Pokemon where he kind of didn't want it, but it kept following him around. Like, it just got attached to him, and he let it be, and he started feeding them or something. He's got a soft spot.
Yep.
He's just like, shoo, shoo, but they keep following him, and sometimes the Pokemon will go as far as to, like, dig into his bag when he's not looking, grab a Pokeball, and just make it catch itself, probably. And he's just like, God damn it.
I feel like that's the opposite for Wei Wuxian. Like, Wei Wuxian, he doesn't have Pokemon just randomly approach him. You know, animals don't like him, but he does have those few Pokemon where he saved them on the road or something, and then they were loyal to him, kind of like Lanjan and Mian Mian, how they know that he's a good person because he proved himself in some way. But otherwise, they would not approach him.
I'm imagining him saving a mini Q.
Yeah, that'd be cute. So, for some context about the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon thing, if you haven't played the game, the basic premise is that you wake up in you as a human, you as a person, you wake up in the Pokemon world as a Pokemon, and then you go on adventures that way. And so, this addendum question that I added on, what would our characters turn into? I have Wei Wuxian turning into a Zorua. It's a little fox thing that's red and black. It's cute.
Yes. And it transforms a lot.
Yeah. Jiangcheng would be an Esper, because that's just funny to me.
He's just constantly anxious.
And I mean, Esper is seen as a dangerous Pokemon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's purple.
Because, like, it can lose its shit at any moment. That's Jiangcheng. Just imagine Jiangcheng as an Esper is very funny.
Longwanji as a Wooloo, just because.
The entire forehead ribbon wrapped around his entire body. Because I don't know where the end of the head is on a Wooloo.
See him more as a Sylveon.
Alright, let's move on to the mindfulness moment and take a quick water break.
Okie doke. That was very apparent.
Sorry. Ruki, do you need us to mute for the mindfulness moment?
I don't.
I'll mute so that you can do the mindfulness moment. Ruki, whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
One mindful moment goes a long way. Today, I will be reading you a poem called Dear You by Kaveri Patel. Dear you, you who always have so many things to do, so many places to be, your mind spinning like fan blades at high speed, each moment always a blur because you're never still. I know you're tired. I also know it's not your fault. The constant brain buzz is like a swarm of bees threatening to sting if you close your eyes. You've forgotten something again. You need to prepare for that, or else. You should have done that differently. What if you close your eyes? Would the world fall apart without you? Or would your mind become the open sky, flock of thoughts, flying across the sunrise as you just watched and smiled. And that is the end.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for the 10th episode of Emperor Smile Podcast. We made it to the big 1-0.
This episode's a mess.
It is.
It's a little bit of a mess. Technically, it's our 11th if you count the stream, but you know. Thank you for joining us. Please send in some more Curious Cats, some more questions to any of our inboxes. They'll be linked in the video description below.
Also send topics. Topics are very nice too.
Yes.
Yeah, please. I think we're kind of running low on them again, so if you like what we do here, please do send in some more, and then we'll have some more things to talk about next week too.
Yes.
I think that's all. Thanks for sharing a laugh with us. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.